The pregame show on WSLM is brought to you by these sponsors. Welcome to the WSLM Sports Zone. You're listening to Eastern Musketeers basketball on WSLM 1220 AM with your host and voices of the Eastern Musketeers, Mikey Batt and Wes Drury. Buckle in for exciting high school basketball action here on WSLM. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors. All right, welcome to Mitchell High School as we're here to bring you Lady Musketeer action. I'm Mike Batt, and beside me tonight I got the voices of Musketeers' better half, Holly Drury.
Hello, hello, hello.
So Musketeers back in action after almost a week layoff here after the Christmas holidays. A makeup game here with Mitchell from earlier in the month. Musketeers coming in after a hard week last week, going up playing in some big competition up at Franklin, playing number 2 Zionsville. Losing that contest. They got a girl that committed to North Carolina, a 4-star commitment, and then turned around and played another 4A school in Franklin and did some good things. Hopefully it did some good, building off things, and come in here tonight trying to get back in the winning column, get things rolling. So, Holly, what do you think? And I'm not going to put you on the spot, but what do you think we have to, coming off a layoff, are we going to be sluggish, or what you got?
Well, I know it's been cold, and probably none of these girls have done a whole lot of these last few days, as myself included. So they've got to come out with a little bit of intensity here and be ready to play. I don't know what Mitchell's been doing, but I'm guessing the last 4 days they might have done the same thing we have. But we just need to get out of the gate going pretty quick here.
Yeah, a quick start's going to be, I think, huge for us today or tonight. With the weather conditions, we haven't been able to really practice since we played. We had a little bit of a shoot around this morning. Tried to practice yesterday, but the roads were too bad. So they've had a little bit of layoff, which isn't a bad thing.
No.
Sometimes you just need that reset button and get a break and be ready to come in fresh. And, we're getting ready to hit beginning of January here in a few days, and we're hitting the stretch of our schedule that's going to be extremely tough, and we got to be ready to go. But
I think it was a good warm up there at Franklin. Can't do anything but get better playing against a good team.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll see what the Musketeers have tonight. I think it starts. Kind of looking from the JV game. They played a zone in the JV game. I expect to see zone here as they only have about 5 full-time varsity players. So, I think getting them in foul trouble, getting them up and down the floor, and then we've got to move the ball against their zone. If they play zone, and we've got to establish Kai early and get her going. And we got to find some way to get Ava Souter going. Once we get her going, this team's going to be a completely different team. And she showed moments of being there. It's just getting that complete game out of her, and hopefully tonight is that night.
We got to stay out of foul trouble. They got some big girls, or a little bit bigger than us, 5'11", 5'10", 5'10", coming in.
So, a little bit of news around Musketeer Nation. The boys playing over towards Evansville today. Played North Posey at 1:30 this afternoon. Come away with a... They played at North Posey first game. That's where they played.
Probably quiet.
And come away with a 2-point victory there, 63-61. And then they traveled short distance down to North Vernon tonight to take on Coach Newcomb's son's team, Joe Newcomb's team, kind of a thing they started the last few years, and Salem played over there as well today. Salem falling to Mount Vernon's team, can't believe it, I think it was like 60-something to 39, but and now they're really flip-flop games, so we'll hopefully keep you updated on that a little bit. The boys are on a little bit of a winning streak, so hopefully they can continue that. go into the new year with another win today. But we're getting ready to have the national anthem, and we'll come back and get you the starting lineup. This is Mikey West, Wslm Radio, bringing you Lady Musketeer basketball. Right back to you.
Sullivan Feed Mill is proud to support the radio broadcast of the Eastern Musketeers this season. And when you need feed or other supplies for your farm, stop in at Sullivan Feed Mill in downtown Pekin and see their selection today. From hay feeders to fence posts, wire and insulators, and lots more, even for those hard to buy for on your Christmas list. They've got burn apparel jackets, bibs, and lined hats. You'll find winter feed mixes for all animals to give them the nutrients during the winter, as well as creep feeders and creep gates to feed up your pasture calves through the winter. You'll also find fresh farm eggs at Sullivan's in Pekin. Stop in today in downtown Pekin and see Junior and Yvonne at Sullivan Feed Mill, or call 812-967-3472 and find them on Facebook.
Things change. Insurance should too. Jason can help to see if you're covered for life's constant changes. Call Jason Bettmeyer, your Washington County agent, at 812-883-2995 or visit infarmbureau.com.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup. And the crowd is on their feet, and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight, alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind Nick Rapp. Guarding your hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have the Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight alongside those golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
All right, welcome back here to Mitchell High School as we're set to give you the starting lineups here before the opening tip. First for the Bluejackets, they'll go with a junior, 5'5", number 10, Zoe Smith. They'll go with a 5'8" senior, number 13, Malia Sloan. A 5'4" senior, number 21, Malaya Tango. 5'10" senior, Brooklyn Peterson. And 5'10" junior, number 33, Jillian Bond. For the Musketeers, they'll go with a 5'9" senior, number 12, Ava Souter. A 5'5" senior, number 22, Gracie Lewis. A 5'8" senior, number 24, Madeline Llewellyn. A 5'10" senior, number 40, Kaya McKinley. And a 5'9" senior, number 42, Kaylee McKinley. The Musketeers are coached by Miss Taylor Jury, and the Bluejackets are coached by Mr. Tim Hallworth. Well, Taylor, here we go. Or Taylor. Holly, here we go. They finish up the starting lineups here. Hopefully everybody had a Merry Christmas. Hopefully get ready for the new year. We'll be back in action next Tuesday night at home. The Lady Musketeers will be as they play the New Albany Lady Bulldogs. And then they hit a stretch of some conference games. It's going to be some very tough competition when they travel to Gordon the 5th, I believe. So next week will be a start of a tough stretch for the Lady Musketeers, and the boys are back in action as I believe they travel down to Silver Creek Friday night on the 6th. So we're set here for the tip. It'll be Bond for the Jackets in the circle against Ty McKinley. Ball's up. Musketeers control the tip. Ava Sider with it. Goes over to Madeline on the left wing. Comes back to Ava at the top. Looks at the high post to Kaylee McKinley. She's looking. Nothing there. Now she's going to drive. Slides it down and gives it out to Gracie Lewis. It's Kaya now. She hands it off to Madeline. Goes over to Ava on the left wing. Going to play a little ball screen here. Here's Ava. Looks for a little 16-foot jump shot. No good. Rebounded by number 22, Peterson. Here comes the Blue Jackets now. Takes it over the right wing. Goes down to the corner. Number 22, Peterson. Peterson being trapped. Kicks it into the post of Bond. She's a little shot fake. Goes up. No good. Rebounded by Gracie Lewis. Gives it off the Sider now on the push. Comes across the timeline now. Kicks it over to Kaylee. Goes to Madeline on the left wing now. Comes off the ball screen. Hits to Kaylee, who's wide open underneath. This is the layup. Ava Sider with the rebound. Put back and got it. I don't think Kaylee realized how open she was. The Musketeers going to show a little bit of three-quarter court pressure here. Here comes the Jackets. Goes across the timeline. Ball stolen by Ava Sider now. She's on the run. On the attack. Nobody picks her up. She's going to hesitate, go down left hand. Got it and a foul. Good start by Ava Sider here. Nice hesitation move. Get to the basket. To have a chance for a three-point play to stretch this out to a 5-0 lead for the Musketeers. Foul was on Mitchell, their team first. And the foul was on the Danglo. And the free throw is good by Ava Sider. Now here comes number 10, Smith, with it. She's looking. Comes over here to number 13, Sloan. She brings it up the left side. Picks up her dribble. Back out to Smith. Ball goes over on the right side to Peterson. Goes inside to Bond. She's going to spin to the middle. Ball is loose. Fowler's on the floor with it. Gets it off to Madeline now. There's Madeline on the drive. May have been a foul. No call. It's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be Mitchell ball. Nope, they're going to say Musketeer ball. Ava Sider sets the inbound. Look, throws it into Kaylee at the top. Kaylee looking for help now. Goes over to Madeline on the left wing. There's the ball screen. Nothing there. Goes to Kai at the top. She looks. Nothing there. Goes to Gracie Lewis now on the right wing. Comes off the ball screen. She drives the lane. Nothing there. Back to Kaylee. Kaylee thought about it. Goes back to Ava. Now they go into Kai. She spins back to that left hand, and she's going to be fouled. Foul's on number 22, Brooklyn Peterson. That'll be her first, team second. Now go to the line for 2 free throws. Musketeers with a 5-0 lead with 5:57 to go in the first quarter. First one's up and good. They'll have one more now. He has it. She got it. 7-0 Musketeer lead. 5:57 here to go. Into Smith. Now over to Bonds. Back to Smith. Comes across. She's getting trapped. Looking for help still by Gracie Lewis now. Gracie up to Madeline. Nothing there. She's going to bring it to Ava on the baseline. To Kaya. She drives right down the lane and lays it in for 2. 9-0. We're going to have a timeout by Mitchell. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll step away and hear a word from our sponsors. This is Musketeer Basketball being brought to you by Wslm Radio out of Salem, Indiana.
Sullivan Feed Mill is proud to support the radio broadcast of the Eastern Musketeers this season. And when you need feed or other supplies for your farm, stop in at Sullivan Feed Mill in downtown Pekin and see their selection today. From hay feeders to fence posts, wire and insulators, and lots more, even for those hard to buy for on your Christmas list. They've got burn apparel jackets, bibs, and lined hats. You'll find winter feed mixes for all animals to give them the nutrients during the winter, as well as creep feeders and creep gates to feed up your pasture calves through the winter. You'll also find fresh farm eggs at Sullivan's in Pekin. Stop in today in downtown Pekin and see Junior and Yvonne at Sullivan Feed Mill, or call 812-967-3472 and find them on Facebook.
right, welcome back here to Mitchell as the Musketeers hold a 9-0 lead. 5:39 to go after a Mitchell full timeout. I'm kind of impressed with this three-quarter court 1-2-2 the Musketeers are playing. The Bonds now. She comes over the left side to Pitt. She's looking for help now. Goes back to Bonds. Gets it in the middle. Number 22, Peterson, and she's going to draw a foul. I believe that'll be a call out on Ty McKinley, her first team first. So Peterson will have 2 free throws here. The first one is up and short. So I have one more here. And a Trueblood checking in for Taylor McKinley. Second one is up and rattles in. So 9-1. Musketeer lead. Here comes Ava Souter. Crosses the timeline. Takes it to the right side. Looks for a ball screen. Drives down the lane. Kicks it out to Madeline. Goes to the corner to Gracie Lewis. Thought about it. Comes back up to Madeline now. Over to Anna Trueblood. Back to Ava. Ava off the pick. Nothing there. Goes to Kaya. With the post. Nothing there. Now she goes to Madeline. Looking. Goes back to Gracie Lewis on the left wing. Into Kaya. Kaya with a little move. Step through. No good. Rebounded by Delanglo. Here comes Mitchell now. Comes across the timeline. Goes down to the corner to Smith. Into the post to Peterson. They'll move down the baseline. Got it. Too easy.
Yeah, that was.
Here comes Ava now. 9-3, Musketeer lead. Kaya with it now at the top. So is the Madeline on the left wing. Madeline off the ball screen. Nothing there. Goes to Anna now. All deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Musketeers. They'll have it here on the near sideline. So Ava sets the trigger it in for the Musketeers. Looks, gets it into Gracie Lewis. She's going to let 3 fly. And got it. So 12-3 Musketeers lead. Good to see her knock down a shot.
Yeah, early, too.
Yeah. Here's Smith in the lane. Dribbles off her foot. Picked up by Smith now. She's being double teamed. And we've got to be smarter. You got a good trap. Don't reach in. I believe they're going to get Gracie Lewis with her first. Team second. Smith's going to inbound it for the Jackets now. Look. Comes out to number 13. Smith with it now. She comes back out top. Goes to Bond. She dribbles. It's going to be a block called on Anna Trueblood, I believe. I got a little bit more of a just bail her out call, but Anna's going to pick up her first, team third. So Bond will go to the line to shoot 2. So, got the first one. Got it. 12-4. One more coming through here. Guys, the second one, and it's short and rebounded by Anna Trueblood, and she gives it off to Ava. Here comes Ava on the attack now. Ava down the middle, over to Anna, goes back to Madeline. Looking to trap her. Madeline gets out of the trap. Looks, kicks it over to Ava Souter. She's going to let 3 go. Got it. 15-4 Musketeer lead with 3:45 to go in the first period. Now Bond with it. Steal by Madeline. Picks it up. Looks for Ava. Now Ava's with it. Comes down the left side. Spins. Goes up. Got it. 17-4 Musketeer lead. Now Bond with it. Looking for help. Gets it up the floor. There's the kick down to Peterson. She goes down the lane with the left hand and got it. So here comes Souter with it. Jacket's going to go zone now. Back to Gracie Lewis. Goes to Souter on the right wing. She brings it back to the top. Goes to Lewis now. Madeline in the left corner. She's going to let 3 go. She got it.
They're hot.
20-6 Musketeer lead. I think West needs to stay at work more often. So Smith looking for help. Good trap here by the Musketeers. Double dribble. And he's got her. The Turnover on the Jackets. It'll be Musketeer ball with 2:45 to go, 20-6. Musketeer lead. Here comes Ava now. Comes across the timeline. Goes to Madeline on the left wing. Now she's back to Ava. Skip pass over to Gracie Lewis. She looks, nothing there. Back to Ava now on the left wing. Looking. Goes down to Kaya. Kaya dribbles right around and lays it in for two more.
Oh, that's pretty.
22-6, Musketeer lead. Here comes Sloan. Going to get a foul on Gracie Lewis. That'll be her second. Team fourth. 19 to go here in the first period. Throw it in the double dribble, no call. Now here's Smith was it. She goes to Bond. She kicks it over. Double dribble. Going to be a turnover on the Blue Jackets. Back to the Musketeers. The True Blood set to kick in for Gracie Lewis with her second foul. So here's Ava now. Goes to the right wing. Spins, goes back to the middle, kicks it out to Elizabeth Trueblood. She's going to let three go. In and out, rebounded by Eva Sauter. Kicks it down to Anna Trueblood, little 10-footer, got it. So here comes the Jackets. Down 24-6. Ball through the hand of Bond. She's going to try to save it, and it's going to be a turnover on the Lady Jackets. So, with 1:42 to go here in the first quarter, Musketeers up 24-6. Here's Sauter with it now. Calls out the play, goes to the left wing, hands it off to Madeline. She thought about a three. Now she goes back to Ava, goes inside to Anna. She drop steps to the middle, no good. Rebounded by Bond. Here's number 13, Sloan with it. Comes up, ball deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lady Jackets. Good hands by Eva Sauter there to deflect that pass. Let's set the trigger in. She goes to Sloan now. Sloan takes it over to the right side, and it goes out of bounds. So Anna Trueblood will be set to throw it in for the Musketeers. Gives it to Ava. Ava comes across the timeline. The ball screened by Kaya. All deflected, picked up by Kaya now. She goes to Elizabeth on the right wing. Dribbles up, goes to her sister Anna. Now over to Madeline. Madeline drives baseline, and ball gets deflected, and it's going to say it's Mitchell ball. Oh, he points Mitchell's way, but he always gives us the ball, so yeah, now he's saying it's white ball.
Agreed.
Well, he's seen it in the JV game, Holly.
I can't keep fast as it is when they make one call. When they change it, it's really hard.
There's one with it. Goes over the corner, hits Bond right down the middle. She goes up and got it. Here comes Ava now. 24-8 with 45 seconds to go. Goes over to Elizabeth. Elizabeth comes back to the top. She's going to stop and pop for three. No good. Ava on the chases it down and goes out of bounds. Probably could have got a little bit better shot there if we'd have been a little bit more patient. Musketeers staying in this 1-2-2. Here comes Sloan. She crosses the timeline. It's the ball in the middle to Peterson. She kicks it out to Smith, who's out of bounds, and it's going to be back to the Lady Musketeers. And I'm hoping they're going to hold for one shot here. Here comes Ava now. Comes across the timeline, goes to the left side on the dribble, picks it up, hits Anna Trueblood, who hands it back over to Ava, goes to Kaya. Kaya over to Elizabeth. Elizabeth drives down the lane. Picks her dribble up, looks for help. Now goes to Madeline. Madeline down the right side. Looks, nothing there. We're down to 5 seconds. Got to go. Kaya's going to dribble down the lane, goes up with it, no good. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 24-8 Musketeer lead. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. This is Lady Musketeer Basketball being brought to you by WSLM Radio out of Salem, Indiana.
The Shack is back. That's right. The Shaq-a-Roni Pizza is back at Papa John's in Salem. Not only will you be getting an extra-large pizza designed by Shaq, but you'll be helping others. Feed a Shaq-sized family with a Shaq-a-Roni. Get 8 foldable Shaq-sized slices loaded with extra cheese and extra pepperoni on each extra-large slice for $13.99. For each Shaq-a-Roni sold between October 17th and December 24th, 2022, Papa John's will donate $1 to the Canadian Food Rescue Program's Second Harvest. Every dollar will supply 2 or more meals to people in need. Call 812-883-3369 today to place your delivery or carry-out order. Or use the Papa John's app to start earning Papa Rewards. Better pizza, better ingredients. Papa John's.
All right, welcome back here to Mitchell. As the Lady Musketeers have a 24-8 lead as we're starting the second quarter. On the floor for the Musketeers, they will go with Ava Sider, Elizabeth Trueblood, Anna Trueblood, Aya McKinley. For the Lady Jackets, they'll go keep the same 5 on the floor. It'll be Bond, Peterson, Smith, Sloan.
Tangelo.
Here's the Jackets with it. Kicks it over to the left corner. Travel. My. So, calls a block on Souter. That'll be her first, team 5th. 5-2 on the fouls here. Ball comes into Sloan. He goes right back to Smith. It's like a hot potato. Nobody wants it. Now they're going to get Madeline with a foul.
Wow.
So that'll be Madeline's first, team 5th now. I'm sorry. So let's set the inbound underneath their own basket. Ball goes out to Sloan. She's going to let 3 go. No good. Rebounded by Anna Trueblood. Here comes Souter now. Souter's on the run. Looks, goes to the right wing to Trueblood. Elizabeth brings it back up to the top, comes back up to Kaya. Kaya's going to let 3 go. Got it!
Wow, that's awesome.
27-8 with 7:25 to go in half. Here comes Sloan. Gets the ball into Bonds. Goes back over to Peterson. Now back to Bonds. Back to Sloan. She's going to let 3 more go. No good. Ball battle for Bonds. Gets it. Goes up and got it. So here comes the Musketeers now. Ava on the attack. Goes straight down to Kai. Spins to her left. Goes up and got it. So here comes Sloan for the Lady Jackets. Goes back over to Bonds now. Musketeers back into a 2-3 zone now. Goes to Peterson. She's going to spin. Loses it. Picks it back up. Out to Smith now. Smith looks back into Peterson. Little up and under. Goes up. No good. Ball deflected. Picked up by Souter. Here comes Ava now. Finds Kaya, and she loses out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Musketeers. Looks better with deflected out by Smith. 29-10 with 6:30 to go in the first half. Ava sets it, triggered in. Looking. Goes to the corner to Trueblood. Goes to Trueblood, lets 3 go. No good. Picked up by Anna. Madeline thought about it. Comes back out. Now goes to Elizabeth on the left wing. Elizabeth tries to hit Ava, and there's going to be a foul called on number 33, Bonds. 13 Sloan. That'll be their team third. Her first. Here's Ava set the trigger it in. She goes straight into Kaya. Little bounce past Ava. That's pretty basketball right there. Little give and go. Ava Souter lays it in 31-10 now. Here comes the Lady Blue Jackets. Over to Sloan. She drives down the lane, going to go up, and no good. No block out. Bond gets it. She's going to get fouled as Anna Trueblood's going to pick up her second, I believe. Team 7th. So here's Bond. How's her first? It's up and good. Haley McKinley checking back in for Anna Trueblood. .5:59 to go here in the first half. Second one's up, and no good. Rebounded by Kaya. Hands it off to Ava now. Ava, little pressure here by Jackets. Goes to Elizabeth. Got to get it across. Up to Kaylee. Kaylee now. Back over to Sider. Gets Madeline in the corner. She's going to let three go. It's short. Rebounded by Bond. Here comes Sloan now. Sloan with it. Trying to drive. Nothing there. Cut off by Elizabeth. Good defense there. Now Sloan with it. Looking for help. Goes back to the top. Back over to Sloan now. Now they're against this zone. They're trying to figure out what they want to do. Sloan with it. Come bring it back to the top. Goes over to Smith, and it's through her hands, be out of bounds. It'll be Musketeer basketball. 31-11, Musketeers lead. Here comes Ava Sider now. Looking at the ball screen now. She comes off the ball screen, nothing there. Goes to Kaya. Kaya, a little pass into her sister, kicks it back out. Now she goes over to Elizabeth. Elizabeth's off the ball screen. Back to Kaylee. Kaylee thought about it. Now she's going to drive. Picks it up. Back out to Madeline. Madeline goes over to Elizabeth. Elizabeth's now on the drive. Nothing there. Goes to Sider. Into Kaya. She's going to get called for a travel.
I think she got fouled.
So back over to the Lady Blue Jackets. Number 12. Lee checks in for Smith. Here comes Sloan now. Oh. Setting up their offense. Goes to the right wing. Don't be deflected and stay with the Jackets. True Blood knocking that out of bounds.
Defensively, I think they look good. On the low of the passes.
Musketeers looks like they're going to go man-to-man here. Here's Lee with it in the corner. Now she goes back out top. Sloan thought about a three in the corner, nothing. Now she goes to Bonds, into Peterson. Peterson up with the left hand and got it. Here comes Sider now. That's Elizabeth. She thought about it. Now back to Sider. Now goes to Kaylee. Throws it into Kaya. Kaya. Step up. No good. Kaya's got to work a little bit harder. Here comes Sloan now. Pulls it back out. Goes over to Lee. Back to Sloan. Goes over to the right wing. Now into Bond. Bond faces up. Nothing there. Goes back outside. Looking for somebody. Now back up to Sloan. Sloan with it. Ava Sider guarding her. Goes to the corner. Nothing there. Into Bonds, and she's going to travel. He got her. 31-13 with 3:32 to go in the half. Into Llewellyn now. Back to Kaylee. Over to Kaylee, or Kaya now. Kaya, she's going to get called for a carry. Oh, here we go. Mitchell ball. Here comes Sloan. Musketeers back to the 1-2-2. That's what they're cut off. Gets it across the court. Out of Bond. She looks down to the corner to Lee. Nothing there. Now Peterson with it. Now back to Lee. She thought about it. Nothing. Goes back to Sloan. Now to Lee. Lee's going to let one fly. No good. Rebound by Bond. She's going to go up and got it. Here's Ava with it now. Goes back to Kaylee. Kaylee picks it up, throws it ahead to Madeline, who gets fouled, and she's going to go to the line for two. 31-15. Fouls on number 12, Lee. Team fourth. Madeline will step the line for two free throws. This quarter, we've kind of slowed down the scoring, Holly.
Yeah.
Guys, the first one, it's up and it's good. We'll have one more coming through here. Second one is up and long, rebounded by Sloan. Here comes Sloan now on the attack. Stops now, Ball's deflected, picked up by Bond. She's going to let a 16-footer fly, and she got it. Into Ava now. Back to Kaylee. Here's Kaylee. Up to Kaya. Gets it over to Madeline. Now she goes to Souter. Souter into Kaya. She's going to go up and lay it in. 34-17. Musketeer lead. Ball's into Peterson. She gives it over to D'Angelo, and she's going to get fouled, and that'll be a foul on Kaylee. I believe that'll be her second. 8. That's her first. First one is up and good. 7 to go here in the first half, 34. Second one is up and no good. Offensive rebound, Peterson steps through and gets fouled and lays it in. So, Haley picking up 2 fouls in about 5 seconds here. Her second, team 9. Peterson try to complete the three-point play, and she does. 34-21. So here's Kaya set to inbound it. Goes into Madeline. Back to Kaya. Back to Madeline now. Out of Souter. Goes to Elizabeth Trueblood. She's going to let 3 go. She got it. 37-21. Here comes Sloan. Picks it up, looks for help, goes to Peterson. Out of Bond. Back out to Sloan. Don't get called for travel there. That'll be Musketeer ball. 1:37 to go here in the first half. Here comes Ava Souter. Goes the right wing to Elizabeth. She's going to let another 3 go. And she got it.
Got it.
40-21. Here comes Sloan. Goes over to D'Angelo. Back to Sloan. Sloan's looking. Goes back over to that right wing. That's it there. Brings it back up to the top. Dribbling at the top. Musketeers content to let her dribble. Now she goes to Bonds at the high post. Bonds hits Peterson, who slides in. Ball's deflected. Still Elizabeth Trueblood. Elizabeth on the attack now. Goes up. No good. Rebound Ava Souter. No good. Rebound by Bonds. Here comes Sloan now. Dribbles to the right wing. Now she looks for help. Goes to Lee, and it's out of bounds. And go back to the Musketeers with 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Just checking back into the game. Here's Ava now. Comes across the timeline. Look. Ball deflected, picks it back up. Now she's going to drive down the lane. Let the defender go up and got it. We're going to get a chance for a 3-point play here. Foul is on number 12, Lee. That'll be her second. Team 5th. Free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Sloan. Here comes Sloan. We're down to 20 seconds to go in the half. Comes over to Peterson. Peterson drives that left hand. He's going to get fouled and get to go line for 2. Foul is on Emma Dean, her first. Team 9. Peterson's first free throw is good. 18 seconds left here in the first half. Second one is up and rattles it home. 42-23. Kaya sets the inbound. It goes to Elizabeth Trueblood. Up to Madeline. Up to Ava Souter. Souter now on the attack. Pulls up for a little 6-footer and got it. Here comes the Jackets now. 5 seconds to go. Sloan with it. With the defense, ball's loose, picked up by Madeline. She's going to heave it and be no good. And that'll bring us to the half with a 44-23 Musketeer lead. We'll step away and hear a word from our sponsors and be back to go through some stats for Holly's done. Get her thoughts on the first half. This is Lady Musketeer Basketball being brought to you by WSLM Radio out of Salem, Indiana.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner Neidig, we're in it now. We are playing basketball. We're wrestling. We have wrapped up, as we know, the fall sports now into the winter sports. It's a busy, busy time. We have a lot of games. The IHSAA, we're fortunate, like a lot of states, our young men and women play literally, with the exception of Sunday, every day of the week. And it is a monumental task to put on these types of events night after night after night. Big school, small school, city school, country school, doesn't matter. There's a lot going on.
Well, first of all, it's what we do in Indiana, and we've done for many, many years, and providing a platform for student athletes to show their skills and coaches to coach and communities to gather. It is a really, that's just what's special about what we do. But, man, I tell you, Coach, I often walk in, the first person I want to go talk and thank to as I walk in the door is that person that's sitting out there with the cold weather right inside the front door, and it's cold outside, but they're sitting there selling tickets, and they've done it year in and year out for the athletic department so schools can operate events. And, I always want to get around the place. I just want to make sure those people know they're appreciated for doing what they're doing, and they're a big part of an athletic event also.
Well, they really are, because oftentimes the person you're talking about is a member of the faculty who's been at school all day long, have families themselves, and some meager $5, whatever an hour, they make a little bit of money, but they're doing this because they're aware that without the infrastructure of people like them, you can't have these events. And you need the teams, you need the coaches, you need the officials, but you need the ticket takers, you need the people popping the popcorn, selling the concession. You need all those people to make this experience what it is and to generate that much necessary and much needed revenue for your programs.
That's absolutely right, Coach. And revenue, and it's not anybody. They're not out there trying to make a lot of money. They're trying just to keep the lights on. The officials pay the bus, gas in the buses and uniforms on the kids, and so these people all choose. And I always like to say they choose to work in the eye of the public. They choose to interact with the public as they walk in, so a parent can walk in and watch their child play. And I just think sometimes anybody that's in public service, whether it be a coach, a teacher, or police officer, or anybody, we forget to really recognize what they do and the give back that they do for the communities, because they're just they're people who truly care about the kids that they see in the classroom every day, or whether it be in the hallway, the lunchroom, or getting on and off the bus. And I just think we all need to step back and thank those people for spending their time so children and student athletes get to play in a time-honored tradition, which is a high school education-based athletic program.
Paul Neidig with us from the IHSAA, talking about all things IHSAA related. You and I are both former athletic directors. We would not have been able to have any kind of success or be able to do our jobs without the secretaries. And I dare say those dear athletic secretaries all over our state are the unsung heroes of athletics in our entire state.
No question, no question. I was always blessed with great partners, and in the work that I've done, and athletic secretaries, our assistants come in many titles, but, I can think back to Alicia when I was in Evansville, and sometimes there'd be kids that complete absence of a parent.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your
We're
community.
here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup. And the crowd is on their feet, and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight, alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind McWrap. Guarding your hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets cheering tonight alongside those golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's, right here on Main Street, before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
In the field, the right partner can make all the difference. One that's dependable, straightforward, and is there when you need them. That's LG Seeds. From our hybrids and soybean varieties to our service and support, reliability is in everything we do. Start this season right with LG Seeds. Talk to your local dealer or visit lgseeds.com for more information.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272. Caring people makes a difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into Salem Crossing. Experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. They're here to help you and your family find answers and solutions and peace of mind. In fact, they become an extension of your family. For more information about Salem Crossing, visit ASCSSeniorCare.com or call 812-883-1877. That's 812-883-1877. Attention seniors, Salem McDonald's has started Senior Tuesdays. Every Tuesday from 2 to 5, seniors receive 25% off their purchase. This offer is not valid with any other offer, and only between the hours of 2 and 5. There's always something to celebrate with McDonald's, with their fresh, hot breakfast, hot cakes, bacon, and eggs, and their bagel sandwiches to everyone's favorite.
All right, welcome back here to Mitchell High School as we're down to 2 minutes to go in the half. Musketeers up 44-23 over the Lady Jackets. It's been both teams. It's been a two-man show for both teams. Going through the stats here for Mitchell, it's been Peterson with 13 and Bond with 9, 22 of their 23. So we've got to contain them the second half. For the Musketeers, they were led in scoring by Eva Souter, 16 points, and Kai McKinley right behind her with 13 points. One turnover for the Musketeers for the first half, so that's pretty good right there, taking care of the basketball. Good efficiency in it. 6 turnovers for the Lady Jackets, which I think that stat may be a little light, but we'll go with it.
What are you saying, Mikey?
But the Musketeers 6-10 from the three-point line. That's 60%. You got to be extremely happy with the way we shot the ball from the field. It's a 4-quarter game. You can't come out here in the third quarter and think you got it won because you're up 21 points. So we'll see what happens here to start the third quarter. I think these first 4 minutes are going to be crucial to Musketeers. Keep the pedal down, keep hammering away, and don't allow them to get any closer than what they are right now. Can't allow them to get a run here to start the second half and try to get a little momentum going. Score update from the boys game over at Mount Vernon. The Musketeers are up 20-15 at the half over there. So, it's a long day for them over there as they play in that. You know, they had a tough battle coming down to the wire in the first session, and then traveling down there to play again tonight. So hopefully they'll come away with another win. But as we're winding down here, as we're getting ready to start the second half of this contest here, as the Lady Musketeers once again lead 44-23 at the half. Holly, what's your thoughts on the first half, besides our printer being out of ink?
Well, I do like the intensity on the defense. We've gotten some deflections, not necessarily always steals, but a lot of hands on the ball, and we keep that up, and I need the guard and the post on left.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Here's Ava, be Musketeer basketball. Hands off to Madeline. This Kaylee off the back of somebody. We're going to have a jump ball, and that's just not very good basketball right there. She's good hustle. Way to get on the floor. It'll be Mitchell basketball after the jump ball. Out the possession of Musketeers wanted to start the half. Here's Smith, inbounds it, gives it to Sloan. Ball deflected. She picks it up now. Looking for help. Now she goes to Smith. Back to Sloan. Back to Smith. This goes down to the right corner. Peterson now to Bonds. It's going to be off her and be like it'll stay with Mitchell. That's inbounded. Tries to give it into Bonds. Ball's deflected on the floor. We're going to have another jump ball in it. Lady Musketeer basketball. Whopping 27 seconds here to start the first half. Both teams trading jump balls. Now we're back to where we started. Here comes Ava Souter. Comes across the timeline. Drives to the left side. Goes to Madeline. Madeline looking. Ball deflected. We're going to have a reach-in foul on number 10. Smith for Mitchell. That'll be her first, team first. Ava set to inbound. But comes into Gracie Lewis. Now she goes over to Kaylee on the right side. Back to Ava. Ava now. Looks, goes back to Kaylee. Kaylee with it at the top. Looking. Nothing there. Goes to Madeline on the left wing. Off the ball screen goes to Ava. Hits Kaylee. Kaylee with it. Goes up and got it. 46-23 now. Here comes the Jacket. Sloan with it at the top. Goes over the right wing. Back to Sloan now. Heads into Peterson. Peterson's going to drive down to the baseline. Kicks it to Bond. He spins back to the middle. No good. Picked up by Madeline. Hands it off to Souter. Here comes Souter. Throws ahead to Lewis. Lewis with it. Doesn't there. Back to Souter. Back to Madeline. Madeline goes over to Kyle in the short corner. He rips. Spins. Dribble. Gets it back. For help. Goes back to Madeline. Goes to Kaylee now. Over to Gracie Lewis in the right corner. She looks. She's going to drive baseline.
Oh,
little
nice.
Reverse.
Nice. She had a wide open lane there. That was pretty good recognition on that.
So 48-23 now. Here come the Lady Musketeers. Here's Smith with it. Goes over to Sloan. She drives baseline. Cut off by Madeline. Looks. There's Bond in the middle. Kicks it over. D'Angelo. She lets the little 15-footer go. Now rebounded by Sloan. Sloan with the offensive rebound brings it back out to Smith. Hits Bond at the high post. She's looking. Throws it down to Peterson. She's going to drive with the left hand, and we're going to get a foul on one of the McKinleys. That'll be on Kaylee. That'll be her third, team second. Here's Smith looking to get it in. Goes to Peterson now. Peterson back to the top. Now back to Smith. Smith looking for help. Drives down the lane. Don't split defenders. No good. Ball's batted around, and it will be Musketeer basketball. Now Kylie Batt set to check in. She's going to check in for Kaylee McKinley. Now you've got a totally different lineup here for the Musketeers. I believe you're probably going to move Ava Souter to the 4, it looks like. Kylie will be at the point. Here comes Batt to the right side. Ball deflected. So it'll be... they said this last hit off of Musketeers, so it'll go to Jackets. Here comes Sloan. Over to Smith. There's Bond. Looking. Picks it up. Now she goes to the left wing. Back to Sloan out the top. Musketeers in a 2-3 zone. They're going to get bad on the foul.
I don't know.
That'll be her first, team second. Musketeers still in this 2-3 zone. Back to Smith now. Smith to Bond. Looks for Peterson. He goes to the post and got it. Here comes Pat now. Hands it off to Madeline. Madeline.
Oh, nice.
Is Ava.
Oh, she was.
Goes up to the left hand, no good.
She was.
Wide open.
Yes.
Went the wrong way on it. Here comes Smith over to Sloan. Back to Smith. Back to Sloan now. Back to Smith. Looks now goes over the right wing. Back to Smith. Looking. Little skip pass over to Sloan. Now she's going to drive baseline. Going to go up. No good. Rebounded by Madeline. Madeline off the bat now. Here comes Pat on the attack. Goes to the right wing. Gets up. There's going to be a foul on Smith. Be her second. Team second. So Pat sets the inbound. Coming up. Then Ava Stouter now. Stouter with it. Going to drive down the lane. Jump stop, kicks it out to Gracie Lewis for 3.
Got it. Ready.
Gives up a layup for a 3.
He did.
51-25 Musketeer lead with 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Here comes Sloan. Goes over to the right wing. Back to Sloan. Goes back to that wing. Looking in the post. Goes to Smith. Help down. Back out to Bonds now. Goes to the corner. She's going to let 3 go to Angelo. And no good. Ball battle for it. Gracie Lewis comes away with it. And she's going to be fouled by, I believe that'll be Smith. That'll be her team third. 3:52 here to go into the third quarter. Here come the Lady Musketeers. Bat with it. Comes up the left side here. Goes to Stouter. Stouter with it. Over to Gracie Lewis. Gracie spins back baseline. Nobody there. Going to go up. Lays it in. Good move by Gracie.
They're getting wide open spots. They recognize it.
So here comes Mitchell. Mitchell with it. Back up here to Sloan with it. Goes over to Smith. Smith looking. Goes to the corner to Peterson. Peterson skips it over to D'Angelo. D'Angelo back out to Sloan. Back to Smith. He drives. Nothing there. Kicks it to Bond. Now looking inside to Peterson. Nothing there. Back to Sloan. Back to Smith. He's looking. Now she goes to Peterson. Peterson at the top, dribbles, kicks the phone. She's going to let one go from the left wing. No good. Rebound by Madeline. Gives it off the bat. Here comes Pat now. Up to Gracie Lewis in the corner. Back to bat. Sends it over to Madeline. She thought about it. Now she's on the attack. Step back. Nothing there. Goes to Pat now. Pat dribbles down the lane. Kicks it back out to Gracie. Back to Ava now. Back to Madeline on the left wing. Going to get a screen. Ava rolls. Wide open. Little jump stop. No good. Offensive rebound by Bat. Back out to Kai, to Gracie. Gracie on the attack now. Nothing there. Goes to Bat now. Bad pass. Picked away by Smith. Now Bond with it. Bond looking. It's Peterson. Peterson with that left hand goes up and they're going to call foul. Going to get Ava Stouter on the foul. That'll be her second, team third. First one's up by Peterson and good. Check them for Smith. Lady Jackets. Peterson will have one more. It's up. Good as well. 53-27. Here comes Pat. Pat off the ball screen, gives it to Kai. Down to Ava, who's wide open. No! Layup. Battles gets their offensive rebound, picked up by Gracie Lewis. Down to Kaya now. Kaya goes up, no good. Rebounded by Sloan. 2 wide open layups. Give up for the Musketeers there. Here's Peterson on the drive. Gives it to Bond. She spins. Stolen away by Bat. Here comes Bat now. Up to Gracie Lewis on the attack. Good look. Picks it up. Kicks it back out to Bat. Bat with a shot fake. Kicks it back out. Good basketball right there. Kicks it out to Gracie Lewis. Good pass. Ava Sauter misses another one. Gets an offensive rebound. And going to get fouled and go to the line for 2 free throws.
Oh, Mikey, I can't keep up.
Where are you at?
I don't know. Player for foul.
Ava Sauter's going to step to the line for 2 free throws as the foul was on number 12, Lee. Her third, team fourth, and the first free throw's good. There's number 40, Riley Hicks, checking in for Lee for the Lady Jackets. Second one's up and good by Ava. 55-27. Musketeers staying in this zone. Here they Sloan with it at the top, being guarded by Back. Goes over to Hicks. Back to Sloan. Sloan on the dribble, hands it off. Angelo back to Sloan now. She goes the short corner to Peterson. She's looking for help. Nothing there. Now she goes down to Bonds. Bonds spins, goes up, no good. Rebound by Kaya. Kaya clears it out, gives it to Bat now. Matt on the attack. Drives down, kicks it out to Madeline. Madeline now with it. Thought about it, gets it to Kaya now. Kaya, back to Madeline. She's going to let 3 go. No good. Rebounded by Bond. Down to 40 seconds here in the third quarter. Mitchell with it. Sloan with it at the top. Back over to Sloan, but she looks to drive. Nothing there. Now she drives to the left side. Back to Angelo. He brings it back to the top. Goes to Sloan on the left wing. Back to Peterson in the corner. Gives it back to the top. Drive. Nothing there. Mitchell content here. Now they're going to go with Sloan in the left wing. He dribbles back up to the top. Mitchell not in much. Now back over to Peterson. Into Bond. Ball is going to be deflected out of bounds, and it'll be Lady Musketeer ball with 6 seconds left to go. Six seconds. Here comes Bat. Bat with it. Drives down the lane. Back to Madeline for 3 at the buzzer, and it is no good. So at the end of the third, 55-27 Musketeer lead. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. This is Lady Musketeer Basketball being brought to you by WSLM Radio out of Salem, Indiana.
Hoop season is back on WSLM. Whether you're listening to local high school girls and boys basketball, IU or Purdue men's basketball, or the Indiana Pacers, you'll need to get dialed in to the WSLM Sports Zone to follow all the action this season. And what better way to enjoy the game on WSLM than to pair it with great food from Papa John's? Go to your Papa John's app to order for pickup or delivery. Call 812-883-3369 or stop in at their location at the corner of Main and Hackberry Street. Either way, stop in for a hot, fresh pizza, breadsticks, wings, or desserts, and a cold drink today. And keep your radio tuned to WSLM for hoops action all season long. And to hear more great specials.
All right, welcome back here to Mitchell High School as it'll be Mitchell basketball to start this final period of play. Musketeers up 55-28. For the Musketeers, they're going to go with Kai McKinley, Ava Sauter, Gracie Lewis, Elizabeth Drew Blood, and Kylie Bass. For the Lady Jackets, it's Delangelo, Sloan, Bond, Dick, and Peterson. So let's see here what happens. Here comes the Jackets. Across the timeline, Sloan. Over to the wing, back to the top. Goes to Peterson on the left wing. She's looking for something, nothing there. Goes back to the top of Bond. She's looking for it, nothing. Back to Sloan. Back to the top. Here's Bonds with it. Little pass over to Peterson. Deflected, picked up by Lewis. Sauter. Here comes Sauter on the attack. Sauter stops, picks to Lewis. Back to Elizabeth Trueblood. She's going to let 3 more go, and she got it.
She's staying hot from the JV game, or from the first quarter.
So 58-27 after Elizabeth Trueblood 3. Here comes Blue Jackets. Bond with it over to Peterson. She's going to let 3 go. No good. Ball deflected. They're going to get back for the foul. So we're at a little bit of height advantage on that on the zone there. That'll be her second, team 5th, I believe. Bond's first one is up and good. Here's Anna Trueblood checking in for Gracie Lewis. Played a nice game. Down to 7-10 here to go in the contest. 58-28. Musketeers. Second one is rattled home. Here comes Bat up the court. Crosses the timeline. Hands it off to Souter. Souter looks to drive. Drives down. Kicks it out to Bat. Bat on the drive. Kicks it. There's Ty McKinley with a 15-footer. No good. And it's Trueblood gets it, and she's going to get called for a travel. So, the Lady Jackets ball. Here comes Sloan. Goes over to Dix. Picks it up to Angelo. She throws it in Dix. She steps through. She loses it. Picks it up by Bond. Bond dribbles. Back over to Dix. Look. Still by Bat. Bat crosses over. Goes to her right. Goes up. No good. Rebound by Elizabeth Trueblood. Left hand. No good. It's layup. So here comes the Lady Jackets. Comes over to the right side now. Back to Bonds now. Goes to Sloan on the left wing. In the corner of Peterson. Back to Sloan now. Dix with it. Gets it over. Back to Dix. Now she looks. Nothing there. Goes to Sloan. She dribbles. Nothing there. Splits the defense. No good. Rebound by Kaya. Here comes Bat now. Goes ahead to Elizabeth. She's going to let 3 more go. No good. Rebounded by Anna. Picked up by Kaya. Now Ava brings it up to Bat. She thought about it. Kicks it out to Trueblood. Elizabeth now. She's going to drive with her left hand. Down, up. No good. Kaya with the rebound. No call. Blocked. Here comes the Lady Jackets. On with it. Looking. Goes a short corner. Goes inside of Dix. She looks. Nothing there. Brings it back out. Now here's Peterson. Steps through, goes up. Nice move right there.
Nice move. He does that very well.
58-31. Here comes the Lady Musketeers. Bat with it. Goes to Anna Trueblood now. Over to Ava Souter. Ava fakes. Don't use the screen. Goes back to Anna. Anna on the drive. A spin. Little fade away. Up and got it. Good move by Anna right there. That'll stretch it out to a 60-31 lead. Here comes Sloan. Goes over to Angelo. He's with it. Looking for help. Goes over to Bonds now. Goes down. No good. Rebound by Kaya. Gives it to Kylie. Kylie on the attack now. Up to Souter. Souter spins. Fakes. Goes up and got it. Good move there by Ava. 62-31 now. Here comes Sloan. Going to get a ball screen. Drives, gets it out. We're going to have a 30-second timeout. I believe it's just the subs here as Emma Dean and Bracy Jackson are going to check in. So, stay right here. Much needed win by the Lady Musketeers, Polly.
Absolutely.
In the year out, I think we played very well. Showed some new things here tonight. Very impressed in the first quarter with how we started in the 1-2-2. I know she's working on some other things down the road, but that's something new that we haven't seen this season. So
And they did well tonight.
they did, and it's been a Ava breakout game, and I'm hoping this will get her going. Like I said, we're a totally different team when she's going. So ball's inbound to the Smith now. She goes to the high post to Peterson, kicks it out to Sloan. Sloan with it, looking for help. Back out to Peterson. Peterson drives, travel, no call. Yep, they're going to get her. So turnover there by Peterson, gives it back to Lady Musketeers. Now Lee checks in for Sloan. So Tracy Jackson checked in. Emma Dean for Kaya and Ava. Give them a big applause for their performance tonight. Here's Emma Dean at the top. Looks for help. Goes to Anna on the wing. Anna drives baseline. Head off. Looks for help. Emma Dean picks it up. Goes to Bracy. Bracy looks. She's going to drive in and go up. No good. Rebounded by Lee. Over to Bonds. Back to Smith now. Now it goes over to Lee. Lee looking for help. And Bond. Bond back out to Peterson. Peterson drives. Going to dribble out of bounds. It'll be Lady Musketeer basketball with 3:22 to go here in the contest.
That was good defense by Bracy.
Yeah. Bracy's been sitting over here in the coach to say, take her left hand away.
And she did.
There's a crossover by Bat. Dribbles. Nothing. Back out to Anna. Anna brings it back out looking for help. It's Emma Dean. Emma Dean's going to shoot a 15-footer.
Oh, she got it! That's awesome.
So that makes it 64-31. Ball through the league. Emma Dean picks it up, looking for help. Gives it off the Bat now. Here comes Bat. It's back to Bracy. Now to Elizabeth. They're going to go to Emma Dean again. Emma Dean loses it, picks it up, hands it to Elizabeth now. Standing around now. We got to get the ball moving. Here's Anna now off the ball screen. Nothing there. Gives it to Elizabeth. Elizabeth drives now. Going to drive down. Right-hand layup. No good. Too many missed layups or it could be a 50-point ball game. Here's Smith with it. Goes over to Lee. He down to Peterson now. We're down just over 2 minutes. Smith looking for something. Gives it to Peterson. Peterson drives with the right. Spins back to the middle. Going to get a block call. Calls it on the floor. On Anna Trueblood. That's her third, team fifth. Lee with it. She's going to take a 15-footer. No good. Ball batted around on the floor for, and it's going to be a jump ball. Be Lady Musketeer basketball. We're down to 2:01 to go here in the contest. And I have another sub. There's number 3 Thompson checking in for Bond. Here comes Bat. Crosses the timeline. Hands it off to Trueblood. Trueblood to Dean. Back to Trueblood.
And try to get Bracy to
Bracy
score
kick
here.
it out to Anna. Anna's going to let 3 go.
Got it!
67-31. Ball goes through the legs, and it'll be Musketeer basketball. As number 4 checks in. The Cox checks in for Smith. We're down to a running clock now. 1:20 to go here in the contest. Here's Bat. Bat with it. Looks back out to Anna. Anna on the drive. Hands it off to Bracy. Bracy back to Bat. It's Elizabeth. She's going to let 3 more go. No good. Rebound by Anna. Anna. Emma goes up with a little hook shot. No good. Rebounded there by Dix. We're under a minute to go. Here comes the Jackets. Here's Peterson. Going to drive baseline and going to lay it in for 2. We're down to 40 seconds to go in the contest. There's Elizabeth. Elizabeth looks to drive. Loses it. Slow to get up. Here comes Peterson. There's Lee. See over to Dick. Goes to Peterson through her legs, out of bounds, no good. Duncan and number 1, who's not on the roster, checking in. C and Peterson come out as Batt's just going to walk it up and into this ball game, I believe. And that'll end the contest with a 67-33 Musketeer win. The Lady Musketeers moved to 8-5 on the season as they end the year with a convincing win over here at Mitchell, a much needed win. Holly, quick thoughts?
I like the way we played today. We started out good. We were hot at the 3-point line. That helped.
Yeah.
Lots of them were hot at the 3-point line.
So, we'll step away and hear a word from one of our sponsors and be right back here to bring you the final thoughts from this win by the Lady Musketeers. This is Lady Musketeer Basketball being brought to you by WSLM Radio out of Salem, Indiana.
Sullivan Feed Mill is proud to support the radio broadcast of the Eastern Musketeers this season. And when you need feed or other supplies for your farm, stop in at Sullivan Feed Mill in downtown Pekin and see their selection today. From hay feeders to fence posts, wire and insulators, and lots more, even for those hard to buy for on your Christmas list. They've got burn apparel jackets, bibs, and lined hats. You'll find winter feed mixes for all animals to give them the nutrients during the winter, as well as creep feeders and creep gates to feed up your pasture calves through the winter. You'll also find fresh farm eggs at Sullivan's in Pekin. Stop in today in downtown Pekin and see Junior and Yvonne at Sullivan Feed Mill, or call 812-967-3472 and find them on Facebook.
All right, welcome back here to Mitchell as the Lady Musketeers come away with a 67-33 win over the Lady Jackets. And, you know, like you said, Holly, it was a good, quick start. I mean, we were clicking on all cylinders. The outside shot was going. We got Kaya going early. You know, the big thing for me is Ava Souter. 20 points tonight, 6 rebounds. So, got a lot of girls in, a lot of girls some playing time. Emma Dean knocking down a shot. So, you know, you got to be happy with this group as they'll get ready to come back and be in action Tuesday night at home against number 4A school, Albany Lady Bulldogs.
One thing I want to call attention to is Ty McKinley hit that 3 in the first half, and she came down smiling and was happy. I know she was happy. I mean, she wasn't jumping up and down happy, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's something that you've seen the bench excited when Emma scored.
Yeah.
Trying to get her the basketball.
I think we need more of that, more passion.
So, good response from last Wednesday's 2 losses up there at Franklin. You know, due to weather and everything, haven't had a lot of time in the gym since then. Good response by the Lady Musketeers there. But I'll go through the final stats here for you. First for Mitchell, they were led in scoring by number 22 Peterson with 21, Jillian Bonds with 11, Malaya Tango with 1, for a total of 33. Lady Musketeers were led in scoring with Ava Souter's 20, and then it was Kai McKinley's 13, Tracy Lewis with 10, Elizabeth Trueblood with 9, Madeline Llewellyn with 4, Kaylee McKinley 2, Anna Trueblood with 7, and Emma Dean with 2 for 67. Musketeers were 42.3% from the field, 9 of 18, 50% from the 3-point line, 6 of 8 from the free throw line for 75%. Once again, the Lady Musketeers come away with a 67-33 win. And Holly, if you don't have anything else, I'll send it back to the station.
I don't really have anything else worth listening to.
All right. Well, once again, congratulations, Lady Musketeers, and have a good evening, and God bless.
Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year.